left side if you're looking for behind the point, and now Decop's going to get a nano boost. Going to try and jump in here, see what he can do, but he's going to be immediately knocked up in the air. I think it was an attempted sleep dart that didn't connect, but Decop goes down. He was nano boosted. He's done. Mitsu gets desuited here, and the damage is definitely favoring the side of EnVision. They are getting more done here. LK is up on the point. Coffee, as you can see, has been put to sleep, but now Goliath and Corey still need to be addressed here, but LK should be surrounded out and dealt with fairly quickly. Be a quick rewind to try and stay alive.
And EnVision, they just won the poke war early on here. You do have the late EMP coming out as EG tries to stay in this, but they simply don't have the personnel on the point right here. And EMP or no EMP, they don't have the damage required to actually push us back out. So EnVision, in what was a slow push, they win the poke war, and eventually the kills follow. They're gonna finish off Kayun, and they're going to take this point rather decisively, Uber.
Yeah, I like this. It's a bit of a slower build up to this point, and we might see perhaps more decisive. You really want to go for that shotgun and try and shake EG away from this point and see what you can do. But here comes the dive in. You can see Rena going for the Dragon Blade in the backside, looking for Corey, who's been healed up so far, and Decop's doing a good job to keep Rena away from that 76, but eventually he finds his mark. Saini comes in, double kill with a tactical visor, and this is perfect. The bank of ultimates was their ZP for this fight.
The bank of ultimates certainly was there. Now the question is, can they stay on it and add on progress? Right now it's going well. They have one tick, about to get two. Corey coming in for a last-ditch effort to try and pull this back, and it's working out. He gets Saini as LK gets on the McCravey. It's 3 kills coming back here for the side of EG. And EG, even though they gave up one tick, it's looking like that's going to stop here as Fire, the world status Lucio, going to get staggered in all sorts of ways.
Yeah, that was a sick fight coming back into EG. It started off actually with Goliath hitting kills when they got in. Now they do have the Flammer Rage. We've got Pulse Bomb from the Gravy. He needs to get a good stick with this one to make things happen. They're going in again.
Kayun right now holding on to the EMP. He can use this to ruin the offensive push at any time, but he might be wasting too much time. Already 3 kills coming in from the offense. Kayun, if he had a window of opportunity, it might have gone. He's looking for the solo kill on the Ana. Doesn't get it right now, taking a lot of time. Eventually gets it, but has too much time been wasted. His team is dead all around him. He doesn't have a good opportunity at the EMP, and he's going to get taken down. And suddenly, EnVision in the driver's seat once more. They're going to cap this out. And I gotta say there, Uber, it feels like Kayun just held on to that EMP.
Now they're going to go straight in, transcend it. That's going to back up the damage quite nicely. This is going to get very messy. EMP could be used by Fast in the middle of that one here. It's going to make life a little bit hard, but the transcendence was already in effect. He finds Decop now, but Kayun takes on McGravy. Now it's a 5v4 situation in favour, or at least it was of EG, but now it might be a tough one. Or takes down Saini. No, he finds now the de-suited Diva, and Kayun cleans up Karzik's pretty comfortably there as well. Nice positioning, drop down from the high ground and get it done. Beautiful double pulse. Can't ask for much more of that. Coffee had a little bit of health there. Fire couldn't get away from that one at all. And there you go. Good positional setup there for EG to get.
And EG going to be taking this point about as quick as they needed to here, where it would have been a little bit better if they got in first. But now with 6 minutes and 20 seconds left, they've left themselves else to help them here, where again, I do like this Roadhog here, where if they can get an early pick, they can still bot. They find Rena early on, now they have the 6v5, and if they take this slowly, they could turn this into a winning fight. That's 2 kills here so far. They're piling on, Uber. Now they're moving in, the Sound Bearer coming in, Decop swinging the hammer. The Sound Bearer means they're just going to try and secure this out now. They like where this fight is going, and so far the defense really struggling to bring it back. Fozix not able to do much as Pete Mitsu with the whole hog takes down 3. EMP's going to come out late into the fight, but there's not really many people alive to actually capitalize on that. So I have to say, so far, EG in a great position. Cue Uber.
Oh, I'm back now. Well, there's still a bit of fighting to be done here. Rena throws himself onto the point, gets himself on that ice block. We're going to get hooked in immediately by Mitsu, and there's such a stranglehold on this point right now for EG. But still, Saini comes back into the Farah here. Might be a little bit hard to reach over the fight. Mitsu needs to find that hook, but no, Corey is going to find him there with the pistols easily enough. Great pulse bomb. Corey has had a fantastic last couple of fights. Once you let this guy off the chain, he's very, very hard to keep in your sights. Fire's going to get pushed up against the wall. Unfortunately, not much Fire to do to protect him against the Zarya, but he's stalling still on his own. The next one will be Saini coming in from the up above, and McGravy getting on towards the point here, but they're immediately turned on. They're immediately focused down. Sound barrier now for EG as well, just to keep this one going, and that's looking pretty good. It's still going to be stalled out quite extensively here, I have to say, and that Graviton Surge is just used more as a precautionary measure, and Elkia finishes off the fight with 2 quick kills. A minute 17 remains on the clock here.
Well, we do have the first engagement underway. EG moving in, piercing through to the right, and they find Rena early on. Rena overextending just a little bit, immediately punished, creating a big opportunity for EG on their 2nd consecutive attack. And with them demeching Saini, this is looking very good for them right now, Uber, where they should be able to apply pressure and take this about as clean as you can expect.
I mean, this is spiraled out of control. It's just a standard snowball fight here. This is what a dive comp can do for you. You can see the Elkie able to, again, pick up 2 kills on the backside. It opened up beautifully there as well with that early pick, and from there it just kind of blew out of control. Not much more to really say about it. The higher ground control is really nice. You can see it actually allows them to make sure that their tank is the first in line as well. Also helps them get picks, especially if the defensive team's going to, you know, set up their weaker heroes on the high ground. Easy to pick off on them, and now they're going to be moving on to the second point. So I'll be hearing you duck in and out of hearing ZP, so if you don't hear me talk, just keep going, buddy.
Absolutely. Well, EG now, 30 seconds left. They got an extra 30 for taking control of the point. Now this is do or die, where they're going to have to use a Transcendence to give them the health they need to move in. Unfortunately for them, Fozix has the EMP, so this is going to be a difficult fight for EG to win, but they still have some opportunity here, especially since EMP doesn't stop the Transcendence in progress. Either way, EG, 12 seconds left. They're going to have to make their move soon. Fozix coming on the flank. The EMP likely to come in from the right side. So we'll see how this works, but here they go.
Yep, engagement coming in here. It's going to be the EMP over the middle of that fight here. Sound barrier as well. Going to be working out for EG at this stage, and it's beautiful. They've also used the Transcendence. There's a lot invested in this fight for EG to make it work, and it seems to have paid off. This is what they couldn't do the first time. Make their second point first hit so effective. Used all those ultimates they've saved up, and now Coffee's trying to stall that, but he's taken down in midair. Fozix now just going to jump across the point, of course, with his translocator, but there's not much to be done here. The next out is probably going to be Rena, who just have the dash onto the point. There's a D.Va now for Tseni to try and stall this out. This Dragonblade better hit, but Elkie manages to dot past it now. Defense Matrix on the point, but Tseni can't save Rena from being taken down. Now the sound barrier comes in. We're still in overtime, CP.
We are still in overtime, but EG is in a great position right now, but they lose their Lucio, so now they really need to finish this out quickly. They don't want to get into a situation where they're bleeding out kills. McGravy coming in, and right now we're seeing EnVision trying to fight it back. EnVision still losing people, but you see the stall coming from Fozix. Sends an icicle right up where the sun doesn't shine to Kayun, but it is not enough. That is going to be an enormous attack by EG, catching EnVision off guard and bringing themselves right back into this game. You get to keep this Dragon Blade. We had the ref come in, he looked at it, the blade never came out of its sheath, so he gets to keep that Dragon Blade for another attempt here, and that actually could be the determining factor. Sadie will be back in with the tack visor, and here comes the blade. Diving into the room, and this time he connects. Picking up 2 and looking for more. So him keeping the Dragon Blade, actually a huge deal in EnVision coming back, and very likely now taking this first point.
Yeah, I'd say that's done for him really there. I mean, a great engage. To be fair, the Swift Strike from Rena actually secured that first kill anyway, so he chose his dive quite well, and it was a generally fairly well executed dive. This time, they didn't bother setting up on the far side as well. They just sort of pushed in because they knew where EG's core was. With Tseni, but with a D.Va on the other team, it's not worth the risk of using a nano visor. They're going to use it anyway.
Well, as you say that, the nano visor comes out. Tseni looking for anything he can get, then will be able to hit the D.Va, but not much else. Proving why you don't do that as a self-destruct takes him down. Here comes Kayun. This EMP is charged right now. He's waiting for the right opportunity. He's gonna have to use it sooner than later. This is a losing fight so far for EG. Kayun gonna try and bring it back. EMP's 3, but takes a blade right to the face as EnVision looking to bring this one right back. 1 minute left here, and remember, if they cap this out here, there's no extra time that's gonna be allotted to the EG side, so this is looking very good for EnVision.
Yeah, it's looking great. This is what they needed there. The tack visor didn't quite work out, but it's still, the job was done by the rest of the team there as well. It was a desuited D.Va. The self-destruct didn't get much except Tseni. It was a 1-for-1 trade. And now Coffee up above. They're pushing back here. Still, it's being held onto for quite some time, and EG need to try and get this clock down to 0. They need this to be in overtime. That's the aim of the game right now. But Mitsu gets himself back on towards the point, and Elkie, look, now they can stagger this. One by one, they're going to go in. Decop comes in over the top, but guess who's waiting? Elkie is there. Goliath's there. It was a good pulse bomb from McGravy, and now the Tracy can do a lot of damage. This is normally when she doesn't, thrive as much on this point when they're trickling in, and this is annoying. This is really annoying for EnVision. They really want to try and close this out ASAP, but one by one the trickle is stopping them.
EnVision has 14 seconds left to cap this. If they don't, it's going to be completely even. As EG holding things on, they're coming back onto delay. They have a fresh D.Va on the point. They have a Sombra up and ready. They should be able to delay this the last 4 seconds. EnVision will not succeed in winning this game right here. Time is going to end, and that is going to lead to potentially a draw, but also EG can fight this back, and they are. Decop takes down 2. Is EG going to hold here towards the end? It is so back and forth between the two, but EnVision coming right back in. It's Coffee at the Primal Rage, making more room, and Mitsu now again, just trying to delay for respawns to come in once more.
Yeah, this is pretty insane. Pigmitsu again, this needs to start once again. They need to do a bit of a trickle here, but with Coffee only there's not a lot of damage available here. Pigmitsu stayed alive far longer than he otherwise should have, and now Elkia gets an Ana boost. Interesting choice, and that's it.
Oh.
I can't believe it. EnVision has stopped from getting that last point. They can't be happy about that one, but I mean, grats to EG. They were behind by like 3 minutes when it came to the second run through, and they really perfected their attack on this map to take it away. Even the cheeky little blizzard at the end, just to add insult to injury. I'd be the damage remotely even. He needs to pick a DPS off pretty much at the start of the fight because he just doesn't have the output that's going to be required. So we'll see how they sort of deal with that early damage coming through. You can see that Rena's already been taken quite low. Note that Coffee's sitting up the top inside the main observatory area, so we'll see when he chooses to jump on Goliath, or who it will be. Interestingly enough, he does drop down. Rena finds Goliath, so that's that little dive completed. But in the meantime, Elkia and Corey managed to find themselves 2 kills. It's actually a 5v4 at this stage. Kaon again, that's that Roadhog doing work. Every time that hooks off cooldown, the damage is going to be there. It's super consistent. There's another one.
And he does land his first hook of the game. The secondary fire, though, was treating him just fine. It does do quite a bit of damage. It spread recently.
In that fight, if they manage to get up close enough. Zany and Coffee again are going to be a big factor. Coffee drops down, in my opinion, a little bit preemptively here, but he's still going to jump into the back line. The Earth Shatter gets nothing. Beautiful bubble. Coffee put it right on top of Decop, denying that.
Well, Decop, though, gets revenge. Somehow finds McGravy on the charge, taking him out. And here comes EG, looking to bring this right back. Kaon falls, but the damage has been done. EG might be bloodied, but they certainly have a numerical advantage here on this point. And now it's just the last moment delay from Phozix. Uses Transcend to buy some time and backs out. Decop gets picked off, and EnVision might be on the verge of pulling this one back here, Uber. This would be epic. The stick comes in. Corey is blown up, and EnVision well on their way to bringing this one back. It's a last moment sound barrier now from EG, but they are not in a good state.
And that's going to be it.
Oh, wow. Lord. That's pretty tends to like playing Ana more than he does Zen in these matchups.
Well, EG right now already getting pushed back a bit by this EnVision offense, and yet they punish fire early on. Kaon, not able to do much, ends up on the wrong end of a diva. 5 versus 5 early on. EnVision with better positioning, but not good health. They're all very much poked down, and they need to back out. Most of them do back up and heal, but it's still very even between the two. However, here comes Corey with good positioning, picks down 2, and now not a whole lot on him here. Does have a Pharah trying to poke at him, but the Pharah is ignoring the rest of the team, and EG should be able to finish out the rest of this fight.
Yeah, a couple issues there. We actually saw that there wasn't really enough healing.
This fight here, get on the Corey in the back, but they're slow playing this pretty heavily. Here comes the Transcendent, so they will burn that out, and here comes Attack Visor. Corey going to the back, nothing in his way, going to finish those last few kills. The upside there, I guess, is that they did at least get rid of the Transcendence. They will have one more fight to come back in, but they don't have much time where their positioning will be terrible for this final fight.
No, it's not going to be good. They're really not really going to have enough time, to be honest. Coffee's going to have to jump on. They're not going to have a full fight. It's going to be a trickle. Fire dying just then is really bad now. He's another 8 seconds away. Coffee on the point dies. It's just a trickle. It's going to be just that. Phozix might have a res, but they're like, no, see there, he gets cut down before he can even use it. Kaon comes in with the Dragon Blade there, the only ultimate really carried through, and now it's a matter of EG just getting more and more ultimates coming through. They're doing more damage. Sound Barrier used to keep them alive. Elkia gets the boot kill on McGravy, and that should really be it. Fire will keep it going a little bit longer here. Coffee can just touch down on the point there. You saw the attempt from Decop to block him from getting there on that Diva. Didn't quite work out. That is going to be it, though. And there is no better illustration of how important ultimate economy is.
In any case, the fight is underway. EnVision outside looking in. They give up interior positioning to EG, but Zany over the top picks down 2, and suddenly EnVision, they crack the cookie, so to speak, and they are going to most likely grab this first point.
Yeah. Corey going down so early in the fight. Zany has just pole position now to do so much damage from that. He really pounds it out, by the way. You can see that he actually has a barrage. And, you know, Rena has a pulse bomb, but you know how hard barrage. There'll be 2 support ultimates available for EnVision. They have the res. They actually have a self-destruct as well. Now, Coffee goes in for the back on his own. What a perfect job to jump in there. Zany followed up the damage from Coffee really nicely. Sound barrier being used, but it's a little bit too late here. They're already down 3 men. Self-destruct, desperately flung onto the point. Nothing more found with that. Rena with 2 kills and Zany over the top there. That's a nice fight for EnVision. They are really keeping this one competitive. They're going to have this point. There's not going to be any reinforcements. There's no chance for it. And we're going to be 2-1 in this series. And nicely done by
Good for tanks anyway in the count they're running.
All right, so Kaon right now on the Roadhog once more, looking for hooks, or at the very least looking for scrap gun shots. And Uber, EG is taking this relatively slow here, just staying together. It's the buddy system on the high ground.
Well, they also want to make the most use of the Reinhardt shield to decop there, so they do want to play within those more narrow passageways. But by the time they decide to start the fight, Corey found the Tracer straight away. Then Elkia got in the face of Sandy, so the focus fire has been really good. Tracer then 76, and then where's your damage if Coffee drops down correctly. Or just harass really effectively. The Gravy just completely messed up that pulse bomb. Don't know if you saw that, but a good little bio grenade here to keep EG alive. Decop finds the Gravy, punishes him there for that mistake with the pulse bomb. And now EG just allowed this fight to come to them. They're doing very well to bait aggression.
The problem here for EnVision that Sandy was on top but had no one to attack while the sides were just bidding around like a rabid pack of wolves. So Sandy, very ineffective here, ends up dying to the fire strike, and I gotta say, EG played this fight very well where they just played around Sandy's sightlines, got 1 kill, got 2, and snowballed it in. So keeping a soldier on top, not always the best decision if your team is vulnerable to shots from other angles, and as a result, EG is going to come back in, take the round, and force a round number 5.
Well played there.
Lower part of the bracket, so sad times for NRG fans. Regardless, though, we are getting into this final round as Coffee gonna find Goliath early on. The dive on the Zen successful, and now EnVision with an edge on this first fight. 3-1, they should be able to take this pretty comfortably.
Yeah, very convincing opening for them there as well. And you notice that EnVision kind of got caught slightly out of position, actually. They went very, very deep, but Coffee staying alive so long in the fight is really important. Kaon gets to pick off Farzix here, but it's so annoying as Genji to deal with a Pharah and Mercy combo. It's just is very frustrating to hit them consistently. But now, and we do have EG moving back onto the point. They had that man advantage with Farzix still taking a long time to get to the rest of the team, and they're just going to snowball that advantage. Again, when it's just a Lucio and he goes down early in the fight, there's just no healing available now with Farzix.
Now 1 fight away from bringing back this control point map and winning the series in total. Remember, they won the first map in an epic showdown. Now they have a chance to do it here as Mitsu picks off Coffee. The stick is successful, but it's a better stick coming in from Rina, taking down 2. He ends up falling 4 versus 4 in this fight. Very even here so far as the Transcendence goes out.
And this forces the Transcendence now as well. That was one that Goliath didn't want to have to use, but he had no other choice. The Transcendence does work out. The self-destruct actually gets decop these in, so that's something. But Kane and Mitsu are still alive. Even without Corey, there's 2 more threats on the side of EG to really put the hurt on EnVision right now, and it's working beautifully. Corey comes back in after dying with Attack Visor. It's almost overkill, but it's just the right amount for EG. They're going to take the series 2-0. Really nice team play. I actually really enjoy watching these guys fight. Their focus fire